Hello and welcome everyone to Gold Mining Simulator, once was known as Gold Rush the game. I'm going to go ahead and start up a new game here. I do want to give a couple quick warnings. There is a epileptic warning at the beginning of this game, and it is excruciatingly grindy. So if this is not something down your alley, I don't blame you, but I do enjoy this game. For those of you that like to play with Tonka toys and treasure hunt and find things, this is probably down your alley, though still a little grindy. I'm going to go and start here on normal. Dollar mode is blocked, so there's no cheating. Easy placement is also blocked, no cheating. There's a pressure system, machine failure, all that other fun stuff. I will go ahead and get in this, and I'll probably clip out some of the driving areas so that way it's not quite so lengthy. Please remember, if you like what you see, hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see more. Alrighty, first order of business, story notifications. There's a bunch of little stories that's around the whole area. It's a very large area. Hines, Alaska, if I'm not mistaken. Each one of those little pages gives you 1% off at the store price, and I think the gas as well. So very handy to collect them all, kind of like Pokemon cards. Go ahead and get going here. This area always loads up just a little bit, but it renders pretty quickly, thankfully. Alrighty then. Start the journey down toward town. We've got 450 bucks to my name, and a wing and a prayer. Stop here at the bank. Go ahead and lease the first claim. Look at that. Price per square foot, additional provision of rent, 30%, which means they take 30% of whatever you find straight from the ground. That does not count nuggets. So with that being leased, we shall go to the store and get our first couple things. Go ahead and back this in here. Always remember to turn off your lights and engine. It will destroy your battery. Machine failure means machine failure. Just as a generalization, here's all the parts that can fail. Quick glance, because there is a absolute ton of them. Auger blades, buckets, belts, lights, engines, batteries, pistons, wheels. I mean, you name it, it can break. Oh, first order of business. I want one of these. 4 of those. 1 of those. And 1 of these. And just for good measure, give me 1 bucket. 406 bucks. Yes, it'll all show up here in the little thing. Not my first rodeo. Easiest way to pack this all up. is put the mats on the sluice run. There it is. Sometimes you have to get a little creative with placing, because sometimes it don't want to go. So you kind of have to make it. There we are. Truck's loaded with everything we just bought. We've got $44 to our name. And off to our first claim. Alright, well, I know some story parts down here. Where? There it is. And one down on this building. That'll give us an extra 2% off. And zip back to the truck. I've got most of the machine noises turned down because it just gets monotonous, and I've got the music completely turned off because I don't know if it's copyrighted, truthfully, with it switching companies and everything else, getting rebranded. I don't know exactly what they've got copyrighted and don't, and I don't want to play the fool. Ooh, a little bit of lag. It's because this is trying to render in. It's a large area. Alright, now back off to the claim. Now that I've just collected like 6 of them. You do have to be careful. You can blow your tires out. One moment. I've got one more to go grab this way. And we continue. The beginning of this is extremely slow. I will do everything I can to try to make this a little neater, faster, easier for everybody. Go and stop it. Grab that one. think that's all of them on this side. Put the sluice together. Oops. Put that back on. Stubborn. There it is. Now for the top of it. The hog pan. Sluice box. That's all together. Take our brand new bucket and let's go get this thing dirty in a moment. A little more prep to do. I had to make sure there was nothing back there. And here's our workstation. Gotta go fill this up first and foremost with a little bit of water. I personally put this back in here just because there's extra light. Go and spin around, put that down. Come get the rest of our buckets real quick. Most folks start up front there. I start in the back. It, to me, just leaves a path. There's our gold pan. And let's get to digging. Two, three. There. Now, unfortunately, you can only carry really one of these at a time unless you get one of the, whatchamacallums, the storage crates. But I wouldn't trust them. I've had bad luck with them. They fall through, get stuck, don't want to cooperate, don't want to work. Each bucket is roughly 33%. That shows 67, but I mean 33.5. Now I've found going top down is best in this particular game because everything sits in layers in the dirt. Oh, hey, look, nugget. I wonder how big this one is. Oh, 0.8 ounce nugget. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all for a first find. We haven't even cleaned anything out yet. Unfortunately, you don't get to see those. The random nuggets. Alright. 3 buckets of water. I'll show you just how much work this game actually has in it as far as grind. I filled up that whole hopper one time. That was 9% for 3 buckets. 3 whole buckets. So, I mean, those that like math, count your numbers. $11 would be 99. 11 full rounds. So 33 buckets plus a pinch. Thankfully you can get away with a little forgiveness with this game. You don't have to necessarily put them upright. Hey, look, 0.66. That gives us 1.4 ounces, almost 1.5 ounces. And we have yet to really do much. Three buckets dirt, 3 buckets water. I'll probably speed this up just a little bit so that way it's not completely monotonous to everybody and you get to see a little more about the game as I progress. Alright, Now it's time to clean the mats out. Take the mats, you dunk them in the bucket. You can get all 4 of these mats in one single bucket, which is kind of nice. Since your first clean out, you have to pretty much take back to the tent. I mean, you could do it out here, but the light kind of bites. And that's the only light you start with. It's a little headlamp. So, my advice, take your little headlamp, come in here with it. And clean it out here. And looky there, it's already starting to show. Make sure it cleans. Raise it up, pull it back towards you, and then you can get to picking it all out. Snuffer bottle, tweezers. This is the very first step, doing it all manual. Later on you can get it sort of automated. More automated than this anyway. Did I get it all? Yes. I don't like leaving crumbs in there. Unfortunately, you have to pour the extra rocks and whatever out of the pan every time. I keep it about level with the top of the water, just so that way it cleans it. Look at that, it breaks it all free. Then I can take and just dump and pick it all up. Yeah, the water throws people off, but you know, I'm kind of used to it. Survival games, fishing in the water, whether it be bow hunting or spear hunting. Alright, yeah, that plate looks done too. Pan. I call it a plate, I don't know why. Another P word, I guess. It's a pan. Yeah, about even with the top again. Look at that. Look at all those colors. Better than a sharp stick in the eye. Sitting at 7.5 ounces with the nuggets I found. And what, 3 pans in. So, I mean, you don't find nuggets all the time, but when you do, it's a nice little blessing. You can usually get like 4 or 5 pans out of one pan, or bucket. Look at that, look at that. They just all float. Gold's one of the most densest materials in the world. Even greater than lead. So, stands to reason, inertia will cause it to go the opposite way. Alright, that pan's done. Next. And that's the end of the bucket. Should be one more piece left in this. Probably that little bit right there. Yep. Make sure it washes out. Because if it's still dirty, it won't let you grab it. Look at that snuffer bottle. That's a nice little collection. It's 7.88 ounce. That's not bad at all. Alright. Go and set that back there. Grab my truck. And we're going for a quick little drive. And power slide. Aw. Usually I can get it to spin around. And yeah. There it is. Oh, oop. Need to shut the truck off. Turn the engine off. Turn the lights off. Put the parking brake on. Other than that, it will roll on you. Now we're up here at the smelters, or the smiths, however you wish to call them. There's 2 more papers, journal entries up here. Remember, each one's 1% off. Store price. Go ahead and start smelting up a little bit of money. All the $44 will let us. While that's doing that, let's go ahead and continue down the road without our truck, because we're going to use that as a quick way back. Come out this way. Admire the native totems. I love those things. Come up this way. Grab the journal entry from here. Dang it, come on. There's one up here. And there's one down here. Don't worry about that sprite. That's been there since I can ever remember playing this game. There's that one. That gold bar should be about done smelted. Grab this one and go quick back. Boom. There, see? Just in time. Now, unfortunately, you don't get to really necessarily keep your very first one because it's so little. What, 0.3 ounces? 3/10 of an ounce. Go and leave that there on the hood. And hoof it down here as fast as I can. And zip back to the vehicle. Hello, store. Later on you can buy things like the fast travel and outright buy your claims, so that way you're not paying extra taxes on it every day at midnight. $448 or 484, I'm sorry. Little dyslexia. Come back up here, spend that 484 on another 4.9 ounces. Let that go. And I'll be right back with you folks when it comes back. And we are back with our next bar. I still have 2.5 ounces in my pocket. That one is 4.3 ounces. I know, don't leave your gold laying around. Well, thankfully, they can't just outright take it. because there's nobody else here. Now, you can have a random event where somebody takes either money or gold out your pocket, but that only happens every so often, and it's all random. Heck, you can even have a bear attack your employees and take them out for a day or two, or they'll call and leave out of work for so long. I've seen some weird random events. Look at that. 4 point almost 4 is 53,000. That's the current stock market price. Well, we have to sell that in order to get the rest of it smelted up. And 4.6, we lose 0.26 and spend $256. I'll be right back once again once this bar is done. I'm not going to make you guys wait the 15 minutes in game, even though that it's only one real life minute is 12 minutes in game time. I'm just not going to make y'all wait that time. I'll see you here in one moment. And we are back with the last bar. Last 2.3 ounces. I think we've done for today. 51,000 or 51,100. I'm so sorry. Again, my brain's not numbering at the moment. But for a first day, just doing a quick little, I don't think that was too bad. I will, however, at a later point in time, just do quick little cleanouts and maybe sit and chat. Who knows? But I'll go ahead and buy a few things real quick, just so that way you folks see exactly what I'm doing. Backwards man, wish I could drive faster than this backwards. Alright, I'll go ahead and park up in here. Let us go get some things. Let us go get a fat water hose, a thin water hose, low voltage cable, mobile generator, and I'll go with the electric so that way I'm not burning up extra gas. Ooh. Magnetic separator. Yes, I'll go ahead and grab one of those too. Even though that I can't use it just yet. And 2 jerry cans. Yeah, payment problem. Go away. It's a glitch in the code. They claimed it was fixed. It's still here, but hey, this game's a lot better than what it used to be. It used to be buggier than heck. Like, to the point you couldn't really record much. Not on console anyway. Computers were just fine, but the console, it did not do very well. Magnetic separator will come in handy later when I start separating the magnetite from the actual pay dirt, which is all the heavy stuff. Heavy magnetic stuff I'll go ahead and pull down this way. Use some of my 4100 to get some gas. Oop. Come on. Drive up there. Pull into the gas station. Park, turn it off. That way you're not burning up gas. Oh wow, it's raining. I can actually hear the rain. Or hailing, however you want to call it. And diesel is actually kind of expensive with this. What did that say, 10 bucks? Yeah, $10.18 a gallon. That's nuts. $10.18 a gallon for diesel. That's insane. Oh yeah. Hear that rain hit the roof. It almost sounds real. And driving back to the claim now. This game's nice and relaxing to me. Sometimes when I'm just absolutely stressed out, it's fun just to push dirt around, I guess one would call it. Ooh. I just slid in the slick rain. Make sure I don't smash into anything. Oh, what the heck? Is my hood trying to come up now? Yeah, this game gets quite intricate. Oops, forgot to shut off the engine. Because any of this, your battery can go bad, your fuel filter, I mean, you do actually have to do maintenance on all your stuff here. I'll go ahead and start setting this thing up real quick. Let everyone see how I do this. It might take me a quick second. I might just do a speed edit. Might be a little faster. A little less boring. Oh no, it's snowing. Yes, the water can freeze. Don't be fooled. Just because it's running water does not mean it will not freeze. Okay, take the short. Plug this in over here. Plug that in over there. Now it's got power run to it. Take and run my water from the hog pan. Make sure you remember which side is which on this. It's labeled, but not many people always pay attention. So, just keep that in mind. Come back up here, grab us a fuel can, put that near. I'll go ahead and offload this real quick. Put that right there. Nobody's going to steal anything. The only thing they'll steal is like money. Like right from your pocket. But beyond that, no. I'll have to do one more manual clean out. Like I did with this. But afterwards, it'll pretty much be this first, and then the wave table after I get it dug up, done up. Alright, let there be water. There's water. And it's relatively quiet. The generator's the loudest part. But I think that'll do it for the very first episode. Please remember to stay tuned. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you enjoy this, if you want me to pick up a social topic, I mean, as long as it's reasonable, I would be willing to sit down and discuss or have a conversation of pretty much any topic. Again, thank you all for coming out. Thank you to all those that have lasted this long for the very first episode. I know it's grindy. Trust me, it gets a lot better, but it's still grindy. Thank you all for hanging out. Cheers, everyone.